Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world, to the world away. We now got issue 74 of D. Agostini's Build Your Own R2-D2. Okay, before we get started on this issue, we need to talk about screws, because if you see in this last picture here, in issue 73, we got 3 bags of screws. They don't tell us what the size of the screws are, and in this one, we're going to be using 2x6mm, 2.3x 6mm, and 2x 4mm. And there's so many screws to choose from. What ones are we going to be doing? So I've done this little picture for you, and I know these are correct because I've zoomed in on pictures, I've checked forums and everything, and these are definitely the right screws that we'll be using. So for this build, I've already got the screws out. We need 2x 4mm, 4x 2x 6mm, and 4x 2.3x 6mm. I'll talk about that when I'm doing the build. But look at this picture. This is the screws you're going to need. What we're going to be doing in this, look, we've got another part of the body there. We are going to be, let's just turn right to the back actually. Quite a few things we're doing actually. Let's move my phone. We're going to be putting some more details on this part here. And then we're going to be attaching all these bits together. Now, this picture is the one that gave it away for the 2.3mm by 6. These are the screws that have got the little flange on the top. Definitely, because that's what they've got in the picture. So that's the ones I'm using. If it's wrong, sue me. They fit, I've checked them, I'm using them. Okay, let's get cracking on this. This is step 1. We're going to be taking this unit here and we are going to be putting this bit in and just clipping it on the top here. If you've noticed, the one that I've got here, just over this other side here, I've just taken that off because it keeps falling off. And we will be attaching that soon, but that's pretty much how that looks. That was step 1, 2 and 3. Nice and easy, huh? Okay, right, next one. We're going to be taking these bits out. We've got the blue bit and the silver bit. Basically, step 4. We're going to be putting, this bit here is going to be going into, it can only go in one way. You've got these holes here. So when you put it in, it's just going to fit just like that. That's what it looks like on that side. And then this is going to attach, that was steps 4, 5 and 6. This is going to attach to this little bit here on the actual unit. So you've got the tabs on this section here, just going in just like that. See, that's trying to come out again. Now that will actually stay in on its own, believe it or not, but they want us to secure this down with the 2x 4mm screws, and this is basically step 9. So I've already got those screws ready here. So we'll turn it over, load my screwdriver up, and get this screwed in. So here's the first one. Nice and easy. Not too tight. Put the second one in. Now, as I mentioned in my last video, I will be weathering this, but I'm not going to be weathering it until all of this body plate panels are done. So, that's going to be coming soon. But that is what that looks like there. Show you on the other camera on the side there. Just like that. Excellent. Right, next one. That was step 9. We're turning the page over. We're going to be doing the same thing with the bigger plate here. Don't need that bit of plastic now. Look, they've already put it in how it's meant to go. In the instructions, this isn't attached. So they've got basically just that bit there, and they've put this bit over the top like that. It is worth noticing that these are angled, these little screw holes, because when I put it in, obviously we want to make sure it's in the right way. Now, the way this goes in is that the long section, the bar there, fits towards the bottom of the unit. So we'll get that in. Whoops. Just like that, and that's going to fit in perfectly just like that. Again, show you on that camera there. Now this is going to be secured in. This is steps 15 with 4 of the 6mm screws, which are these ones here. God, they get confusing, don't they? I'm surprised when they do the you know, the inventory of what you've got in this issue, they don't actually tell you what size all the screws are. But look, this one's going in perfect. 4 of these to put in. Have you noticed I've got my cap on today? Mark Tadgel, I'm sorry I didn't have my cap on in my last video. It's so hot though. It's like wearing a balaclava in the height of the summer. Because these lights that I'm doing this under aren't cool, you know. There's no air conditioning in this room. I have got a fan next to me, but I have to turn the fan off because it interferes with the mic. So, yeah, we don't want that. That's the third one in. And last but not least, here's the fourth one. Now this is where things are going to get a little bit tricky. Put the last one in. Just like that. Oh, nice and tight this one. Okay, now, there we go. Show you on the side camera, that's what that's looking like there. Okay, so now we're going to be fitting this piece here with this piece here. And basically, these are going to be going, oh God, let's get this right. This is going to be going this way round, and these are going to be attaching just on those two bits, just like that. Which means we need to put these bits in, these little tabs here. Now, if you remember from the last issue, each one of these tabs has got a little arrow on it. As you can see, you've got a little arrow at the top there. Now that little arrow there has got to correspond with the arrows that you've got on here. So this, it tells you which way they go round. If you put them in the other way, you're going to have a bad time. Now these are secured with those 6mm screws that we got. Sorry, the 2.3 times 6mm with little collars on them. That's definitely right because I've zoomed in on the picture. And it does mean that all the other ones that I put in, I'm going to have to change out with the correct screws because I used the wrong ones. Okay, this one, put the arrow, match the arrow up there. Then we get this one in. Now, I did think that when we're putting these all together, how are we going to do this all the way around the R2 unit? Because I'm not going to have a screwdriver. My screwdriver is going to be too big to get in there. But someone did point out that that won't happen because once we've got half of it, the other half gets connected together with screws from the outside of the unit, not the inside. So that's not going to be too bad. So let's just put the last one in here. So that's one side done, nice and easy, and that takes us all the way up to step 4, and then we're basically putting this section just onto this section, like so. Nice and easy. So, oops, fell off. Let's go load the screwdriver up. So this was quite a nice, easy issue, really. I think the only hard bit about it is the figuring out, identifying the screws, but oops, let's get the first bit here. Look at that. I say it's the easiest issue, and you just know that I'm going to have a problem. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to, once this is together, I think I'm going to put the middle one in first. So let's get that in. I'm not putting it all the way, just enough to hold it, and then I can tighten it up afterwards because I don't want this to be warped and I want it to fit perfectly flush. Okay, so here's the second one. This is hard, I have to say. This screwdriver might be just a little bit too long because it is tricky. Right, let's get the last one in. Now I think, yeah, the screwdriver is just a tad too long, but I think it will do the job. But I'm having to be very slow at this, so you have to be patient with me while I'm screwing this in. Perfect, and that is done. That's how it's looking. We've got half done. If I put this other half that keeps falling off on, you get a little bit of more of an idea of what this looks like. We will be attaching that bit soon, but there you go. That's pretty much half the back unit done. So that was a nice issue. I didn't have too many problems with that one, apart from the screws. But issue 74 is now complete. We've got issue 75 coming in a few days. In that, we're doing a bit more of the framework, as you can see at the bottom there. Other than that, hope you like the video. Take care.